I would say you're probably one of the most educated people in hip-hop, right? You went to Harvard. That's obviously a big deal. Just tell me how you think going to Harvard helped you musically and also learn the importance of education.
I mean, I didn't study music at Harvard. I taught myself while I was there. I would say the best piece of going to Harvard is that all of my colleagues, people that I went to school with, they're all really at the top of their field right now, so I got a crazy network.
Okay. And Renegade Nation, right? Renegade, that's the album coming out. There still hasn't been a date announced. We want it first. Can we get that? Sneak peeks, man. That's all we live for.
The magnificently zealous Renegade Takeover, MZRT, MZRT.com. I mean, anybody that wants information from me, I always tell them to just hit me direct. So yeah, sure. yeah.
Before I dive into that, your Twitter, you're promoting something about a new app. It's a way where you can manage your own label off this app. Talk about that. I found that pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2014. You know, technology's here. So either you're able to maximize it or you're gonna get left in the dust. So I'm here to show you how to maximize it. So yeah.
I like to play a game. We're gonna do my typical thing called Insta Blast. Are you ready, Mr. Ryan Leslie?
So
let's go. So this is a very cool photo, Ryan Leslie. This is off your Instagram, your phone blowed up. And we were talking about that a minute ago, how people can contact you directly. No artist does this. Why do you do this?
I do it because I think the great titans of the internet age are the ones that actually know who their customers are. So whether it's my friend Drew Houston from Dropbox, he has 225 million users, he knows all of them. So for me, if I sell 1 million records, I like to know every single one of those million people.
Wow, that's pretty phenomenal. Now this photo right here, right? You work out at this place, this is where your office works. How hard are these people working here? Are anybody getting fired?
Yeah, so that's one of the factories in Portugal where my clothing line is manufactured, and those people, they work hard, but they love what they do, so nobody's getting fired as of now. As long as they keep creating this fly gear, we're good.
They're good. And this is a Harvard connection right here, right? Mr. Gates, you went to a screening quite a while ago. Just talk about the experience. What knowledge do you gain from this gentleman right here?
He has an incredible program called Finding Your Roots, where he's actually able to go back in your family tree, tell you, you know, based on a DNA test, and also based on, I think he used Ancestry.com or whatever to actually find on, yeah. And so yeah, I went to go see that, and man, there's just so much to learn. Once you know your history, you know where you could be going.
That's dope. Really cool. Soccer fan, Lukas Podolski, World Cup champion. Tell me how it felt meeting Lukas.
Man, that's the homie, man. His favorite record off the last project was History.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so I told him we gotta get together and make a video together. So he said we should do it.
You can get him on a verse and a track?
Well, you know, we'll start making a video. You just do a cameo for right now.
I got you. And I find it's really one of the coolest photos I've ever seen in my life. You're on the Harvard mag, right? Just talk about how much this photo means to you, because it shows you're still getting that recognition and you're still loved in the streets, man.
I think anything in life is just about perseverance. And as you can see, doing music is a dream I've had ever since I was a teenager. And being able to be here tonight and perform in one of my favorite cities is just an honor, man. I love it.
And before I sign you off, I got one more question. This photo is iconic. It's a little beat up, but it's an iconic photo. Just tell me about this night, this photo. This means a lot. It's a pretty cool photo, man.
Yeah, that's the homie Brandon Jennings. You know, he's one of the early patrons of this journey that I've been on, and being independent, it's good to be able to build with bosses, and we executive produced that video together. That was a moment from the Maybachs and Diamonds video.
And before we sign out, all artists got to give their plug. So plug yourself pretty quickly. The Twitter, what's dropping next, so the fans out there can know.
Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that's cool. It's Ryan Leslie if you want to follow. But the coolest thing is that I want my people to hit me directly. So if you want to test it out, a lot of people don't believe it, but it's real. The number's +1 915 600 6978. I'm gonna say it again, 915 600 6978.
But it always goes straight to answer machine. Am I correct, or is that a wrong statement?
It depends whether or not you've actually got the record. If you got the record, then it gets moved to a different system, so I can actually get it through. The other real issue is that I have a lot of people that call the line at the same time, so you know, it's almost like when you used to call your favorite radio station and try to get through, it would always put you on hold. So I don't want to put people on hold. Usually my answer machine will just tell you to text me. That's the best way to reach me.
All right, thank you. Now back to the studio.